Hi everybody, welcome to morning coffee break. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. It was dreary early this morning, a little overcast, but it's cleared off now. I did some work out here. I got my garden. I got to get some more, like the weeds that's left here. There's not much left. I got most of this cleaned up yesterday, so you can see. Trying to get it, starting to get it ready for, spring. Everything's out. I got some radishes, spinach, and what else did I get? Onions, garden onions, or green onions, whatever you want to call them. And we had a salad last night. I love hearing these birds. See, the garbage has come. I got to get the garbage cans. Feels good out here. Gotta walk on a day like today. How are y'all doing this morning? I could have stood to sleep, slept more. My medicine is still making me go to the bathroom some. I don't know how many times I went last night. It's hard to get sleep when you keep going to the bathroom and then you gotta go back to sleep, Lay back down. Kitty woke me up this morning. One more. Blue skies. That's nice. I'm so ready for spring. All in all, we've probably had a pretty mild winter, I would say. Could have been worse. A lot of y'all have had it worse. Oh, hiccups. Clean this stump up here. Actually, it looks like something survived. I'll see how that made it through the winter. All right, let's go in, get some coffee. All righty. Today is Thursday, February 25th. Currently it's 47 degrees. High today is 53. Feels warmer than that to me. I guess I'm not used to it being even this temperature. No precipitation today, 60% humidity. Winds are at 5 miles per hour and air quality is 33. That's good. Hi, kitty. Now you're not going to eat on those plants. I got to show these. So, get down. Okay. I better show these because I'm going to have to put them up. I've got some plants here I thought I'd show. I was watching Nana Grace yesterday, and she had some, it was lettuce, romaine lettuce that she was growing from the bottom part when you cut the lettuce off. No, kitty. No, she wants up here. And I thought I'd show this hydroponic planter once again that I made out of a coffee mug. Coffee mugs you get at Christmas and stuff. Everybody gives them and you end up not using them that much. But what it is she was asking if mine had grown some, no kitty, can't right now, honey. If mine was growing roots, which it is, but you can see this is iceberg lettuce. Some of it's a little bit browned a little bit on the edges right there. I think some right here a little bit, but all in all it's doing pretty good. But you can see, you get one of these, you can get these I'm sure probably off Amazon. And I've got nutrients down here in the bottom. I mean, you know, in the mug there's nutrients down there, but you can see the roots will grow through the bottom of this, and they get all the nutrients they need. You know, that way. It needs to perk up a little bit. I might put them outside. I might put all these outside for a bit. Here's a little eggplant that I grew from one of the seeds from last year that I harvested. It's okay. It's not, I don't know. It would grow a lot bigger than this, I'm sure, if it had been outside and stuff. Here's a couple of the Cherokee Purple, what they're looking like now. Tomatoes. They're curling up a little bit and stuff. For one thing, they need to be in a bigger pot by now. And since, you know, I doubt they won't be going in the garden because they're too far along, and I'd have to wait until May, and that's just too much time for them. Although these are looking pretty good. These are the Japanese black ones right here and here. Like I said, by now I would have had them out these are just practice runs anyway, but by now I would have had them out in the garden, you know, and they would start growing much better. I don't know whether I should even repot these. From what I've seen before, my tomatoes haven't done near as well in pots. You know, they just hadn't done as well. But here, look at this cat grass. Kitty loves this stuff, but she's already got the other container of them in there, and once they're gone, I'll let her have these. But look at this. Cat grass is doing real good. That's what she'd like to have right now. You got some in the window in there. So I think I'm going to put these outside for a bit. Let them get a little bit of sunshine. So hold on a minute, I'll be right back. All right, got those out there for a while now. Okay, today I will be doing Ask My Tablet. I've got enough questions, and I've got some actually towards the next one already. That's always good. And today, since I didn't have time to do it yesterday, I'll be doing Kitty's Corner, and Chica is the guest host today. The thumbnail last night, I was gonna fix, oh gosh, what was I gonna fix? Fajitas. And I was just tired after doing Logan's show and working in the garden and stuff. And I did quite a bit in the garden, as y'all can tell. You know, staying bent over and squatting down and stuff like that made my legs hurt some. And I got to get in better shape for this summer. But the thumbnail, I went ahead, we had a pizza in there from Aldi, and it was broccoli something. And I added some pepperoni to it. But it was really good. It was, you know, I'm not crazy about broccoli, you know, but it was pretty good. I probably wouldn't get the same pizza again, although it was decent. Now don't get feisty now, just because you didn't get to chew on the plants. So that's today's thumbnail. You're gonna lay on this, huh? You gonna lay on my pad? Say, I need my pad. Okay. Hey, you gonna start something here? It's not playtime. Okay, get down or move over. Move over if you're gonna do that. Go on. Go on. Go on. Hold on. She's getting feisty, so I don't want. I put her some. Doesn't have her favorite little Fancy Feast tuna with scallop in it, and they hadn't had them for a while at Amazon, but it's supposed to come like March 2nd or something like that. Her little dinner things or whatever. I gave her a pouch of regular tuna this morning. I thought she'd go crazy over it. She ate a little bit of it. She's over there doing the poo-poo thing where she scratches already. For real, you know, regular tuna. I can't believe she's doing that. So yeah, that was the thumbnail. Did the show and tell with the plants. And today's question is, since COVID-19 started, do you get anxiety or depressed? You know, where somebody, you know, that might have never had either one, anxiety or depression, this might affect, you know, someone where they've never had a problem like that before. Since COVID-19 started, do you ever get anxiety or depression? And I got story time. This is in October of 2018. And, you know, I was feeling really bad. I didn't weigh hardly anything. I might have weighed maybe 120 or something like that. And now I'm near 200. But, like what was it? 190, I think, this morning. I went to an appointment and they decided to do blood work. I mean, I was so weak, I couldn't even hardly walk. I mean, that's how bad I was. And what was happening is my blood pressure got so low that every time I would get up off the couch from laying down or just even sitting down, I would pretty much pass out. I'd have to grab a hold of something. I'd like go down to my knees sometimes. Pretty well just almost passing out every time I get up. So went to there and they did the blood work, and they did some blood work, and the next morning at 1:30 a.m. I got a phone call. Luckily I had my phone on, and I had my phone back in there in the bedroom, and they called me at 1:30 from the hospital, and the doctor said, you need to come into the hospital right now. And I was like, what was wrong? I mean, I thought maybe my blood sugar was messed up or something. And I thought, well, why would they be calling me at 1:30 over that? Just, you know, flashing through my mind real fast. And he said, no, he said, your blood level was 5.1 and it's supposed to be like 13. And he said, you need to get in here immediately. And I said, well, I don't know if we can get there. My wife's, asleep, and she took some of her medication, before she went to bed. I said, she's probably really sound asleep. He said, if you can't, and this is when I realized it was serious. He said, if you can't get her to bring you, you need to call an ambulance. And I was like, are you kidding me? He says, no, that's how important it is for you to get here. So Joy was naturally, she woke, she was wide awake after she heard what they said. And she took me, and naturally they admitted me. And the doctor came in, and he said 5.1 blood level is not even compatible with life. He said you shouldn't even be alive right now. And he said if you hadn't have answered your phone and come in here, you might not have woke up. He said chances are you wouldn't have. So God was with me that I got that call and I wasn't already asleep, which I probably wouldn't have answered it if I probably wouldn't have even heard it hardly if I'd been asleep. And so they had to give me, I think right off the bat, they had to give me like 2 units of blood. That's how low it was. And I was like, how am I losing blood? Where am I losing blood at? Well, they did all kinds of tests and stuff. And what it was is the biologic they had me on at that time, my GI doctor, it was Cimzia, I think is what it was called. And I'd been on it for a long time. It nearly didn't do anything. They would give me 2 shots, one in each thigh, horrible shots. And then he had me on something else called, I can't remember what it was called now, Ricaptopurine or something like that. Had me on that, and what was happening is, I might get it wrong backwards, but the Cimzia was killing off my white blood cells, and the other one was destroying my red blood cells. In other words, I wasn't making any new blood. As your body makes new blood all the time. Mine wasn't. So as the blood cells died off, none were being made. My white blood cells were like non-existent too, so I couldn't combat anything. Like any virus I would have got at that time, or even a cold might have killed me. So they ended up, giving me a bunch of blood and stuff. And it took a while. I don't remember how many days I was in there right offhand, but it took quite a while. I'm thinking maybe 5 days or so for my blood level to get up. And then they realized, they took me off both those meds. And that's when they decided to put me on the Entyvio. It took a while before I was able to get the first one, but that was the 3rd time that I nearly died. And I knew I needed a wake-up call the other 2 times, but after a while I didn't really, I don't want to say pay attention to it, but I didn't really change or anything. And God was speaking to me, and he said, basically, if I wanted to get better, that I needed to do several things. I'd already quit drinking, and I was smoking cigarettes. I'd been smoking them for probably 40 years. And I quit cigarettes. You can't smoke in our hospital. It's probably that way with a lot of them. You'd have to go outside, and I said, no, I can't even hardly walk. I could go outside, in a wheelchair, and I said, I'm not doing that. So they offered me patches while I was in the hospital. And so from the time I went into the hospital, I think it was like October 26th or somewhere around my daughter's birthday, I had my last cigarette before I went that evening or whatever, and I haven't had one since. I quit those, and the Lord said He wanted me to, what I was getting was that He wanted me to help others if I wanted to be helped, basically. So at that time, I didn't have a channel, and I was, visiting a lot of other channels and commenting and stuff, and Pink Fairy's channel was the main one that I, watched, and I still do. So I met a lot of people on her, in the comments of her videos. Well, while I was in the hospital, I just had an outpouring of comments, and Crystal was kind enough to where she let me talk to these people basically through the comments in her videos, which was real nice of her. And I think a lot of her and her family. And I probably got 100 comments a day or more. And I was like, whoa, these people are great, and it really helped me, lifted my spirits. Of course, my family was very, supportive too. And I decided to start a channel. I got out somewhere around Halloween, and then by November, I think it was 17th, I started I did my first funny video. I mean, it was funny because I was so nervous. But then I decided, to do my devotions and prayer requests to be the main reason that I started my channel, which I did, and I've been doing ever since. And, I've had a couple of things happen. I had surgery. I had hernia surgery, and then I got that abscess at the end of last February. It's coming around the time where it happened. And I had part of my intestines taken out again for the third time. But, it seems like since I did this and started my channel, I've slowly got better. Now, I did have that happen to me, but it wouldn't have happened to me if I hadn't got an abscess. I already had a fistula, and it backed up, and then it abscessed because the stuff was in there, And, but, the Lord, to me, the Lord has kept His word to me that He would, if I wanted to get better, that I was to help others. And, like I said, I've had a couple setbacks, but I think that last surgery actually probably helped me, more than it hurt me, because they fixed that fistula, and I ended up with a bag, an ostomy bag, which I have, but I'm able to eat more things, and I've been able to gain weight and get stronger. I mean, y'all, I was as weak as a kitten for a long time, years. I couldn't do anything hardly. I mean, I just basically stayed on the couch every single day, all day long. The only place I went was to the doctors, or if I had ended up in the hospital or something. But I just thought I would share that with you. That's the reason that I started my channel, and it's just really grown and grown, since then. I wouldn't do anything different the way I did it or anything. And I've done my devotions in the hospital. I've done them while recovering. I had a foot-long open incision with this last time that I came out of the hospital, and I still managed to get out here in the nice sunshine and do my devotions out at my garden. And I had a lot of help from my brother, but I had a successful garden, as y'all know that have been with me last year and everything. And I've just, feel like I've been blessed. I haven't been at the end of February, it'll be a year since I've been in the hospital, so that's an accomplishment alone, since I've had 14 surgeries, so I just thought I would share that with y'all for story time today. It's a very important time in my life and a time for change. And like I said, I feel blessed. I feel blessed that all y'all are with me on this channel, in this community. And I really, appreciate the way we all take care of each other. When something happens, I see all the comments made, where people are looking out for each other and praying for each other. And that means the world to me, So anyway, that's story time today. And I think that's going to be it for morning coffee break. I don't know what y'all do next. Probably Kitty's Corner. And then this evening I'll do Ask My Tablet. I don't know if we're doing anything or not today. I kind of doubt it. We got to take Logan to his therapy. And that's probably about all we'll do today. So everybody, I hope you have a great day. Please press that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I appreciate you so much, and I'll be seeing you later on. God bless.